And the Jewish community was simply waiting for the final bell, and it was certain that Judaism was over. I just recently found it very useful in the computer, in the online business that we're engaging in right now. You need to unmute. Right? After World War II, after the Holocaust, the Jewish community was muted. We had no voice other than to whine and complain. Woe is us. But we had no voice. We had nothing to say. Nobody was listening. We were muted. And that brings a lot of discouragement and pessimism and maybe even depression. So after the war, the Jewish community was on mute. All Jews, all over the world. We were simply speechless. The one person who can be credited with bringing our voice back is the Rebbe in Brooklyn, the Chabad leader. I grew up here in Crown Heights in the 50s. And the Jewish community was simply waiting for the final bell, and it was certain that Judaism was over. We're destroyed, we're devastated, it's finished. Those who are observant and pious and traditional will die out, and that will be the end. There will not be another generation of observant Jews. It was inevitable. I mean, there was no doubt in anybody's mind that was it. So, very heavy pessimism. Except for this one synagogue on Eastern Parkway, where there seemed to be endless energy. Day and night stuff was happening. People were dancing, people were singing, people were studying, people were driving around doing projects. And like, wow, what's happening there? And as a teenager, you're always looking for a cause, for something important. So it was irresistible. There was life in an otherwise lifeless community. There was a voice. So the Rebbe, with his leadership, with his teachings, with his endless input, gave us back a voice. He unmuted us in a very real, practical sense. He told us that the world does want to hear from us. That's true, isn't it? I mean, here we are. The world does want to hear from Jews. The world wants to hear what Jews know about God, what Jews know about the Bible, because it's the world that is disillusioned, not the Jewish people. Religion is confused, not the Bible. So if you still know the original version of the Bible, everybody wants to hear it. You were there at Mount Sinai? What did God say? For God's sake. Did he say we should kill or we shouldn't kill? Can we get that straight once and for all? But Martin, you're right. Catholicism is so inconsiderate of human conditions.
That's not good. Yeah.
It's almost cruel.
That's right.
And so was Aristotle.
Yeah.
Aristotle's depiction of God is cruel. His standards, his morals, they sound really good on paper. But people would suffer terribly trying to live that way. And God, knowing who he's talking to, never expected us to be angels. But he did expect us to be really, really good. And that's doable. Not only is it doable, it's a pleasure. It's life-giving, not draining. And the main distinction is, it is not our purpose or our desire to get to heaven. We are not heavenly creatures, and we don't really belong in heaven. So it is not our goal to get to heaven. Our goal is to bring God down to earth. Because God can be in heaven and God can be on earth. To him it makes no difference. But we don't function well in heaven. We have a Sunday night program for VIPs that you might be interested in. It's informal, it's questions and answers, it's conversation. It's really relaxed, it's really pleasant, enjoyable, informative, and kind of community-like. It's a Sunday night program. There's a Wednesday morning program for the VIPs, and there's a Wednesday night program. All of it just conversation, casual, laid back, unscripted. So join us, take a look, click the link below and see which of the three suits you best, and join us for some enjoyable conversation.